Chotha 100 berths built, and almost all were full before the sudden collapse. By 2019, Dubai Marinas were a global center for luxury yachts and wealth. Then everything changed fast and the entire system started falling apart quickly. Around 2,000 boats now sit unused across the marinas without regular movement. Occupancy dropped sharply to about 45% within a short time. Nearly $800 million in value disappeared from marina-related assets quickly. Abandoned yachts began to decay slowly while leaking fuel into surrounding waters. About 12,000 maritime jobs disappeared as businesses shut down across the sector. To understand this crash, we must look at how the system was built. In 2003, construction started along an empty coastline to build something massive. A 3.5-kilometer man-made canal was planned with luxury towers and docks. The goal was to create a marina that could compete with famous European ports. By 2010, over 2,000 berths were created across multiple marina locations. These included Dubai Marina, Port Rashid, and Mina Sayahi along the coastline. The plan was bold and aimed at attracting the richest yacht owners worldwide. Developers wanted Dubai to become the top destination for global yacht culture. Super yachts from cities like London and Mumbai were expected to dock there. Everything was designed to show luxury, scale, and unmatched lifestyle experiences. The marina could handle very large vessels, including yachts up to 160 meters long. Millions of cubic meters of sand were moved to create this artificial canal. Palm trees and luxury walkways were added to match top Mediterranean destinations. Officials openly said the marina would attract international wealth and investors. It was not meant for locals, but for global elites and luxury lifestyle seekers. The mission was clear: to become the most desirable yacht destination on Earth. By late 2019, the marinas were almost completely full with very high demand. Occupancy reached close to 90% during peak seasons across locations. Around 12 new vessels were arriving each month from different parts worldwide. Charter companies made huge profits with strong demand for luxury yacht experiences. Annual charter revenue reached between $100 million and $170 million. Dubai had become a leader in luxury yacht tourism across the Gulf region. Owners included wealthy individuals from Russia, Saudi Arabia, Europe, and America. Many used Dubai as a safe place to park wealth and host luxury events. The city was known as a secure hub for global elites and investments. In 2020, the pandemic caused a temporary drop in marina activity and occupancy. Occupancy fell to around 65%, and the area became quiet. But by 2022, the marinas recovered strongly and activity returned again. Russian yachts arrived in large numbers due to international sanctions elsewhere. By 2023, occupancy climbed back to around 88% again. Charter bookings increased significantly, and businesses saw strong revenue growth. However, there were early warning signs hidden beneath this strong recovery. Many yachts were not being used regularly, and crews were reduced. Some owners delayed payments and started renegotiating contracts quietly. The system depended heavily on global stability and continued inflow of wealth. Any disruption could break the balance that kept the marina economy running. And in early 2026, that disruption finally arrived suddenly and forcefully. On February 28, 2026, insurance companies declared Gulf waters high risk. Yacht insurance costs increased by 300% within a single day. Many owners could no longer afford or even obtain proper coverage anymore. Policies that cost £80,000 jumped to over £300,000. This sudden increase destroyed confidence across the entire yacht investment market. Within days, over £800 million in asset value disappeared completely. Buyers stopped purchasing yachts, and brokers paused all major deals immediately. Banks started calling loans, and financial pressure increased across the industry. The marina economy began collapsing even without any physical damage happening. Charter bookings were canceled quickly, and service companies lost their income. Crew members lost jobs, and many contracts were suddenly terminated or paused. The entire luxury system began falling apart in real time across Dubai. By March 2026, Marina occupancy dropped to around 45% overall. Nearly half of all berths were empty and unused across major marina areas. Drone footage showed rows of empty docks and silent waterfront walkways. Yachts left behind started showing signs of damage and lack of maintenance. Paint peeled off while water around them became dirty and polluted. The lively marina turned into a quiet space with visible signs of decline. Each empty berth meant lost income for marina operators and workers. Service companies, cleaners, and mechanics all lost business opportunities quickly. The economic impact spread across many small businesses linked to marina activity. Wealthy yacht owners began moving their vessels to safer global locations. Many Russian-owned yachts moved to Turkey and Greece within days. European and American owners also shifted to Mediterranean and Caribbean regions. These areas offered better safety, insurance options, and stable conditions. Dubai lost its position as a safe and reliable hub for yacht owners. The departure created a large gap that local demand could not fill. Around 12,000 jobs were lost within 4 months in the marine sector. Workers from different roles suddenly found themselves without income or stability. This created serious social and economic pressure across many families. Infrastructure also started to suffer due to lack of funding and maintenance. Many navigation buoys were removed or left in poor working condition. This increased safety risks for any remaining boats in the marina areas. Environmental damage became another major problem due to abandoned vessels. Fuel leaks increased, and water quality dropped significantly across marinas. Marine life was affected as oxygen levels in water decreased noticeably. Banks reported rising loan defaults linked to yachts and marina properties. Over £1 billion in loans became non-performing within 3 months. This created stress in the financial system beyond just the marina sector. Property prices near marinas also dropped sharply due to reduced demand. Luxury apartments lost value as buyers disappeared from the market quickly. Sellers greatly outnumbered buyers, causing a serious imbalance in real estate. At the same time, Mediterranean marinas started seeing record demand increases. Ports in Monaco, Greece, and Turkey received many new yacht arrivals. Occupancy rose while Dubai continued facing a strong decline in activity. Dubai now faces an uncertain future for its marina industry and economy. Optimistic predictions suggest slow recovery if global conditions improve again. Some plans include converting marina areas into public or commercial spaces. However, recovery depends on rebuilding trust, which is very difficult now. A more realistic scenario shows long-term stagnation with limited usage. Many berths may remain empty for years with increasing maintenance costs. The worst-case scenario shows most marina spaces becoming abandoned completely. Dubai could lose its image as a global luxury destination permanently. The marinas may turn into reminders of a once thriving luxury economy. Today, empty docks and silent waters show more than just economic loss. They represent a deeper issue of lost trust and changing global patterns. When confidence disappears, wealth moves quickly to safer places worldwide. Dubai's yacht industry was built on trust, safety, and global connections. Once that trust broke, the entire system collapsed faster than expected. What remains is a clear warning about fragile, luxury-driven economies.